Well, here we are with the final part of this three-part video of the progress of the work done here at the Argyle Airport site for Saturday, the 30th day of April 2016. I do hope that you would have enjoyed the first two parts and hoping also that this, the final part, you will also enjoy. Gotten to so far, and it looks to me as if they were doing work here this morning, like taking down the stairs and so forth. Nobody is here right now. Maybe they have already done all the work they're supposed to do, but I hardly think so, because if that was the case, we would not have had this wheelbarrow still parked. It would have been taken to the area where it's supposed to go. So I guess the guys are still having a late lunch, and here we have the lines already put in place for the guide. So next week when we come back here, we should see all this fencing poles in this area erected, and what we probably will find happening, the guys putting up the meshes for the fencing. All this area now we have where we had the dirt dumped by the trucks early up in this week, we have it being pushed away and filled up in this area close to the wall, the gutter here. Also on the other side, you see how nice they would have done it on that side here, filling up the space that was there to make it easier to create a hole and to prevent them from having to do some of the work that they did down there, where they had this broad space and they had to use boxing, some siding to get the concrete down in the hole. They would have done it differently here. Now they fill up the side of the wall, which makes sense, and now have the whole space there where they're going to plant the pole. So the work is coming along quite nicely. After this piece of fencing work is done, all we have left to be done, that area, the two sides of the 220, that area of the Makoni Hill, going around the terminal area. I don't know how they're going to do that part. And then we have down at the area at the Makoni Hill, and that area over where we have the stone crushing plant, and that section coming across the 191 on the eastern side. So those are the areas that left to be done in terms of the fencing work after up here is completed. So things are happening, things are shaping up nicely, and remember that we are ending April today, which is the 4th month, and entering into the 5th month, May, as from tomorrow, Sunday. Yes, I'm here at the entrance on the north, coming off the highway, heading down onto the north side of the airport, where they would have done the asphalt pavement works on this roadway, taking you to Argyle, to the Warco area, the Mount Pleasant, and to the IADC office. I visited here on Tuesday, the 26th, and all that was seen here was the spraying of the base stones of this side. And I told you that the next time I come back here, we are going to see the asphalt pavement of this road. Now, this work was done on Thursday. From the information I have gathered, one of the guys who are operating the trucks that transport the asphalt, when he saw me this morning, he stopped and gleefully, delightfully, he told me about this new development here. So I knew all about it even long before I came up here, that this piece of work was done, and it was done on Thursday. So here we are. What is left to be done, actually, on the side we have the concrete section that forms the slip drain on both sides of the road. We're going to have the concrete slip drain here, and I believe I don't know how the road is graded, if it's graded into the fence, or well, most likely it should be graded into the fence and taking the waterway back wrong to where they have the cutout in the fencing, or probably graded off to the seaside. I am not quite sure, but this will be seen in times to come. But what will have to happen, they have to put in the concrete section of the drain on both sides. As you can see on the side over there, to the fencing, we still have a space here where we have stones. This is because they're going to put a concrete slip drain here to but with the road and the wall here on the side. So this is it on the north end, and you know for sure where the road has gone all the way back wrong and link up to the end wrong there. And already the road has been open, because last week when I came here it was cordoned off, and now you can see vehicles driving along this area here on the side. I'm seeing the spray truck down there, so, and what I'm seeing happening, it is spraying that area. This piece of road was done sometime last year up to a certain point. So what the truck is actually doing right now on this side going down to link with the other road, the old road, it is spraying the asphalt oil here. So this means that very soon we're going to see the asphalting work done in this area. I didn't pass here when I was going up. I passed the bottom side and go over on the east, on the western side, and come around the north. So now I'm seeing here they're spraying here with the asphalt oil. But when I get closer, I'll give you a better look to see what is taking place. So here we are now at the other area where they're going to do, where you see that pole there. That is where there's a small piece they're going to cut off to leave it square so that they could jam the other one to it. But the truck, as you would have seen earlier, has just sprayed this area here, and they have laid base stones. I'm going further down so we can see exactly what took place there in this week gone, in this week here since I came out here. You have seen where they would have done the asphalting up at the north side on Thursday. You've seen a nicely paved road. They would have laid stones here also, because here didn't have any stones, and now you just saw that the asphalt oil truck sprayed here, and then after this is going to be asphalted. When I passed here on Tuesday, this was not here, so this are probably, and that was Tuesday afternoon as you can recall, and this wasn't here, so this would have been done between Wednesday and yesterday. Actually, all of this work here has been done here, and now you see a truck just coming down here on this side of the road. It's just been sprayed, so who knows, they probably would have to spray here. You see what happens when it is just sprayed and the truck runs on the road. But they're probably going to do the asphalt work here later on today. They are clearing the road down there, and I'm going down. I will go down to give you an idea as to what is taking place. They are making preparation this road because hopefully from Tuesday or any time in the beginning of this new month, no vehicle will be able to pass from the Argyle Gardens area where they're going to do where they're going to cut off the road. All vehicles will have to travel along this pathway to get to Warraco, Mount Pleasant, and the IADC office. Some vehicles take the chance and drive across here and come out little above where we have the 220 and get back onto the site over there. But this is the route you're gonna have to use, and hopefully we're putting a nice Bailey bridge there for you so that you can travel, those persons who are going to work over this holiday weekend. I guess by Monday when you start going to picnic at Tawaruku, you are going to be able to drive across a nice piece of road. As you can see, they are doing the cleaning up works down there on the side. Well, I've just inquired and learned that Tuesday they're going to do the asphalting work here, but it seems to be a problem here because where they're going to asphalt, where they've already sprayed, vehicles are still using the pathway. So this is what we see. I guess they will have to close off the road because you see it's turning back this one right now. So it will be difficult to have vehicles using this road when they are actually doing the work here. And from what I've gathered, the asphalting of this area will be done on Tuesday. But I guess they're supposed to close the road off, announce to others that the road will be closed so that people won't be using this road. And it can very well be that they're going to resheet this same area as well. I am not quite sure because I don't really know if they're going to do it, but after asking the Cuban guy who cannot speak English properly, who told me that they're going to do the area as for Tuesday, I want to believe that it could be so. Now right here where you see this machine here, there's an area here that is cracked, right? And as a result they're cutting out this patch here where they're going to do it back. You see all the markings there, it has been cut out, all this cracked area. The road, most of the road is good actually, except for this small area where we see this cutting out here, where they had a crack in here, the weight of other vehicle passing here. But this is going to be taken out and they're going to do it back over here where you have all of this cutting out in the road. So I guess this area will be closed off to vehicular traffic since they're going to do work here. And I have not heard any announcement made to warn vehicular motorists who may choose to drive in this area believing that it is safe. My thing is that they should have left the area where they would have done the asphalt. They should have left it cordoned off to let people know that they can't come down here, rather than to open it up and giving people the impression that they could drive, and now they're doing okay. So this is it here on this, what was going to be the access road, the permanent access road to Tawaruku Beach. Here the old Argyle road, and currently work is taking place on this road to bring it back to a level where vehicular traffic can use it to get to Tawaruku when they choose to close off the route that vehicles are now using to get to that area. It's so going to create a problem if vehicular traffic going to have to use this road here while they're going to asphalt it. Now my thing is, they have done all the way up to the north, linking the first piece that they would have done earlier last year. They could have bring this down to a certain point just below where we have those stones, and then allow vehicular traffic coming to the side, block off that area, and allow the vehicles to use this pathway here, get back a little above where we have the 220, and travel on the eastern side of the fencing area and come back down onto the area just little north of the 191 and go back onto the Argyle road. But what is happening here right now, that the guy had just sprayed this area where they have the stones in readiness for the asphalt work, and this asphalt work will be taking place, as according to them, on Tuesday. And not too long after the asphalt spraying, we have vehicles traveling on the road. I have seen where the Cuban person responsible has turned back a few vehicles that was about to travel in this area here, because they are doing work down there and the area is practically blocked. So things could have been done differently. They could have done the road up to a certain point and then let vehicles coming from the north, allowing them to pass over that area where you see that vehicle is stopped there. They could have used that part above there, just a little below there, and come over into this area and get back to the point where they want to get to. This road area take you around to where they have the Carib hut and then back onto the side. As I come here and observe what is taking place, I kind of figuring out now if the reason why we have this dirt area, this grass area, is to accommodate the work that is actually going on now. Because we have to have the taxiway light around this area, and I'm here at the Bravo Taxiway, and as you can see, some of the lights are in, and right here we have the brown patch area, and the guys now they are putting in some of the boxing for the concrete works where the lights are going to be, cables are going to run through. So all around this area here where we have the taxiway, on both sides of the Alpha Taxiway, we are supposed to have the lighting of the taxiway. And as I look at what is going on, I am trying to say to myself, well, the reason why we have this area this dirt area, these two dirt areas are between the areas where we have the taxiway. We have the Bravo Taxiway down here, and up at the north we have another earth area where we have the Charlie Taxiway. So you see here is one of the actual box, and we have the conduit. Remember earlier up this morning I told you from on top of the hill up there by the control tower bankside, I show you these work going on here. So now you're understanding why the cables will have to run, just like how we have out on the runway, where you have on the dirt area, we have these boxes planted. These manholes for these cables were run a long time ago, long before all of this work was done. They have done these manholes here. So now the conduits are actually running towards the area where we have the manhole, where the cables are coming in to from the outfield, the substation where the outfield is. And here is it is filled with water, so the guys are going to pump the water out into the drain. But we have the cables coming in, and this cable you see here is bringing the current from the substation, electrical substation, and to light all the other areas in this area. So there you see it, and now you can better understand why we have these dirt areas in between the area where we have the taxiway. And now the guys are here and they are putting in the different boxes to light the area around the taxiway. Down here is also another area, the taxiway, to take the cargo aircraft onto the cargo apron. And there you're seeing it, wherever you see these boxes, connected to them would be a light. So all on this end of the runway, this end of the taxiway here, this Alpha Taxiway, we're gonna have lights coming down from all the way up there. And you can see this gentleman up there bending over right there. He is installing the footing or the base plate for the erection of the light. That is exactly what he is doing right there right now. So, coming all the way around down here, as you can see, where you have that green mark with the line, that is in alignment with where they're going to put the cable. So the cable coming through here, already they're supposed to have a cable right here, a conduit right here, where the guy is going to put down the plate, the top plate for the light. There you have another one, and it's making a curve around this area. There's another one, and back out here close to the apron we have another green spot, an indication as to where one of the taxiway light will be placed. So there you have it on this side. So the electrical guys are here putting in the lights, mounting in the place for the lights here on the Alpha taxiway coming on to the apron. So all here we have the electrical manholes, and no doubt somewhere across here we're gonna have some, what I probably would believe, some red lights mounted across here to indicate the end of this taxiway. And I guess these cables, they will be where you have this box right here. This box probably is where we're gonna have the continuation of the running of those cables. Probably this, not probably this area will be a concrete area when they cut off the asphalting part of it and square it up nicely. We're gonna have a concrete area probably going straight across down there to the end, and we're gonna have some lights installed here, and most likely they're gonna be red lights. Well, I can't say for sure, but red indicates danger, and you know that will indicate to the aircraft that you cannot go beyond this point. So we have it here. The work is going on regarding the installation of the runway lights and the taxiway lights. Well, actually the taxiway lights are being mounted right now, and we have a lot of them being installed or in place. So very soon, not too long from now, we're going to see some action here at the airport site regarding the landing of aircrafts. And no doubt when all of these lights are being installed, we will be able to see the area at night lighted, to see how lovely it will look. Now the gentleman is just putting down the fixtures here where the lights are going to go. But what is going to have to happen afterwards, they're going to have to cut the asphalting work over to the pole box. That box, concrete box you build in there, you call it the pole box. And then they're going to run the electrical wires through that, the conduit and the electrical wires to fit up to the lights. So this is actually what he's doing here right now. He has just done one over on the taxiway, and now coming over to the end here where we have the apron, he's going to do another one. As you see, he starts to set it up there. He's going to drill the hole out there, and enough so that when you cut it out, you give an indication as to where you're going to cut, going straight across to the pole box there, and then everything will be connected. And this is what is happening around here, this area right now. They're putting in the lights. As you can see, all the men are busy, and this is what they have been doing all around the site here, where these lights are to be installed here at the airport site. And I'm telling you this because I just asked him what is going on, and he explained to me, because I've noticed he just fitting the light over there and there's any wire connected. So I asked him exactly what is happening and he explained to me, so that is why I can tell you this right now. I am here in the area where we have the cargo terminal building and the electrical substation. Now I don't know for sure, but it could very well be that we're gonna have an access road here based on what I'm seeing. And from what I'm seeing, I'm asking myself the question, how many roads are going to be in this area? Because here we have something at the top here which could be a roadway taking you out just on the left of the actual roadway that was there. And then we have this bottom roadway over there just below the bank there, so that step down there, that is coming down actually from the actual road that was there long before. So this one could take you down. Here we have one going into the passenger terminal building area, and all three of them look like we have three different roadways. I don't know what is going to happen here, but as time progresses we are going to find out. The work has stopped actually. There isn't anything. Remember this morning when I passed here, work was going on here, but it is still yet for me to understand what is taking place, because I'm only speculating regarding the roadway, and sometimes when I do, I actually end up being right, because based on what takes place. But I don't know for sure, and don't take my word for it. I am only speaking based on what I'm seeing. But when the actual work unfolds, you're going to have a better idea and a better understanding. Now this truck you see coming up here, we're going to look carefully to see where the truck is passing, and I'm going to give you a reason why I say most likely we might have a roadway here. So let us just look for a moment. I'm giving the truck some time to come up here. So there it goes. If you could understand why I asked myself if there's going to be a road. Okay. And where this truck is going, it's going to take you out not on the first roadway that we used to use, but another area where they have cut close to the side where we have the fuel farm built. Right, this road is going to take you on the inside, closer to the fuel farm and away from the other road. The other road will be coming down just on the bank side, below the bank side area, that other road leading down to this bottom. So this could very well be an emergency road out, and the bottom road there be the road going to the cargo terminal building. Who knows? So there you see the truck just taking its turn around the bank there and its way out. So you're seeing some base stones already dumped here. I have about 6 truckloads and our stakes are already in, and what this looks like to me is that they're going to continue here now with the asphalting works of this area of the apron here, bringing it out to this point to come in line with the one down there that they had already done. So in the week coming up here, we're sure to see, when I return here on Saturday next week, we're sure to see some new development in this area where we have these stones here. And right now they don't have any cement. Just last week they got a few sacks of cement, and that cement they got just about one mix, and that was it. They don't have any cement right now, so the work is a bit on hold. Actually, I thought that the cement they had last week, probably they got it from couriers or somewhere, but their shipment of cement should be coming in anytime in the week coming up here. So let us hope that everything works well and we have our cement here inside so that the work could continue. But whatever cement they got last week, they would have done a great deal of work because they put in some fencing and other areas and so forth. So this is what we have here, and no doubt where you're seeing these steels protruding here, we're going to have some sort of concrete works. I don't know if they're going to have the step down sort of concrete works here, and then we have the asphalting of this area, because this area looks as though it's going to be a roadway, an emergency roadway, but we're going to wait and see what develops in this area in the weeks coming. And today, remember, today is the 30th day of April, and from next week we are going into the month of May. The month of May is a special month for me because that is the month in which I was born, and precisely on the 4th of May is my birthday, which is Wednesday coming. So you know how it goes. Here is the foothill, and now you see the caterpillar is actually clearing the way between the two stakes here on the site where actually the road should be passing, and we just saw the compactor compacting this area all the way back out here. It has reached compacting this area where the roadway coming in from the Stubbs Bay end will be passed. This morning when we passed here, the caterpillar behind me on the foothill was right here starting to clear this area of the bankway just ahead of us here. Now I pass back almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is what you have. This area has been cleared where we had the stakes on both sides. Not only that, it has been cleared, but we have a compacting machine here compacting this area. So most likely this is the route, your road on the southern end, not most likely, actually this should be the route on the southern end your roadway is going to pass to get over into Warako. And just where I came from over there on the foothill where the caterpillar is actually working right now, widening the area between the two stakes, this is what you are seeing here right now. So just to keep you up to date as to what is going on, this is precisely what you are seeing here currently. This truck driver seems to be on a racetrack. I don't know why he is driving a truck just like that. He'll get there eventually. That's how some of them behave. But this, back to the point, this is the roadway, and this should be taking you all the way up there onto that hillside there and take you back out onto the main road. So you're having a view of the situation here and the area where the road is going to be. And I don't know what they're going to do with those bank sides there on either side of the road, but most likely they're going to level it off to make it look nice. But this is what we have here at the airport side. So not too long from now you may very well see base stones being laid here, and this area you have a roadway, another roadway that could take you to Warako. So where the compactor is there, this is the route just between that area of the compactor and that little bank side. It's going to take a turn somewhere up in that area. So you already start to see the preparation of the work of this road coming through all here. And that is what the trucks are using currently to get down to to the bottom where they're dumping the dirt right now. I'm not sure if they're going to put a road down there. They actually should, because I mean, people who are going to fish was want a nice roadway to get down there. But we'll see how that one works out. Currently a truck is coming down here with a load of dirt that is taken from the McConaughey Hill. As you would have seen, the trucks are being loaded and they are dumping these dirt coming down. This driver of this truck is Mr. Hutchinson from somewhere in Carla. I know his name because he told me so. We had a chat some time ago. And this is one of the workers down here at the airport site, and this is the direction to where you will have to go when you start driving along this area. Not hard to cut the rocks. We have some soft rocks here. As you can see, the Caterpillar would have done an excellent job here this morning. And here we have another truck going down where they're dumping the dirt down at the bottom. Now this morning when I came on the site, I walked through in this area. There was a roadway right there, and I actually passed right there to get back on the flat over there. But now I come back this afternoon, it is all blocked up. So this used to be one of the pathways, and this foundation you see here, I believe that Rubis is going to construct a structure here, and which to my belief could very well be a pumping station that will pump the fuel from the seaside down there up to the fuel farm. But no construction work has started yet. No construction work has started here yet, but there's a container there ready, probably filled with stuff for them to start do the road. And we have blocks on site there, so not too long from now we may very well find some work taking place here. So there you see the operator, Mr. Horman Joe, that's his name, doing the compaction work here on this area that was cut recently. Now there you have a stake, and just in front, just below me here, we have a next one. And as I go over to the bank side over there, there you have another one. Now in between here is a space, and based on the position of those stakes, I can safely say that not too long from now you're going to find that area right there. The trucks are using it currently to get down to the bottom of the side down there to the seaside, but not too long from now you may very well find some of this bankside cutaway and all of this area here fill up back to link up with this area here where you now have these stakes and this pathway coming right across it. From the positioning of this you can get an idea where the road is going to pass based on where the stakes are positioned, and we're gonna have the road coming down off the hill up there and coming across this flat area here, filling up all here, so, and cutting over into this side. So it will be a nice lookout spot from the south down here, planes coming in for those persons using this access road. And like I just trying to imagine how much vehicles we're gonna see coming in this area, hanging out just to see when the planes are landing down. How much persons are going to be plane spotters with the cameras to take the necessary shots of planes coming in here at the airport site. I am now here on the other side of the bank. Below me is the pathway where the vehicles are using, and over there is where I was a while ago on the McConaughey hillside. And from where I'm standing on the bank here, giving you an idea as to where the road is going to pass over to link up over there. So there you have it. Mr. Joe seems to have finished now his task and is heading all the way back to base, wherever that is. Now over on the hill over there, it wasn't there when I passed there a while ago, but I'm now seeing it there. We have a grader over there on the hill where the road will be passing, and just at the bottom we have the bulldozer widening the area there. So that is on the foothill side where I was earlier, and I will travel over here on the other side. And as you would know by now, this is the route where the road is going to come down. So you see work started here on this, the south end road, taking you in from the Stubbs main road, the Windward Highway, coming into that area just below Club Casablanca, and that's kind of tongue twisted there, and coming over the hill here and linking up back over there. Well, all this area, no doubt, I know, probably will be leveled off. We have a lot of stakes around here, so when all of this roadway is being done, I want to believe that all of this area that has been cut out there, allowing the vehicles to go down to the back, all this area will be filled back up and making it one level bank area, along with all here probably will be filled back with dirt and nice grade off nicely, because we're seeing all the sticks planted all the way over there on the edge of the bank. We have some stakes there, so we know where we see stakes are being placed like this on the site, the indication of some sort of work or earthworks or other works going to take place. So let us stay tuned to see what transpires next week, and I just want to thank you for all your encouragement, and thank you for viewing these videos. And as I look forward for my next trip here at the Argyle International Airport site, I am leaving you for this week, the last day in the month of April 2016. Never again in history or in our life will we ever see another Saturday, the 30th day of April 2016. So I just want to wish you all the best, and hope to be with you again once more next week, which no doubt will be the 7th of May 2016. So my name is Sidney Morgan, and leaving you here for this week at the Argyle Airport as I make my way out of the site. So bye bye.